Hey everyone, this is Leslie Law, one of the producers of Sandbox Radio. We're so grateful that you're tuning in to check out our latest episode, Sandbox Radio Redux, which was recorded in front of a live audience on September 29th of 2024 at Town Hall Seattle. This was our first show after an unexpectedly long break caused by the pandemic, and we were so excited to be back. And speaking of back, we've got another show coming up at Town Hall Seattle on May 4th. Check out sandboxradio.org for all the details. So now, without further ado, please enjoy Sandbox Radio Redux, featuring musical guests, the Sirens of Swing.
Sandbox Radio, music all day. Put your roommate, welcome to our sandbox. We build castles and kings, words become things. Sandbox Radio, Sandbox Radio, Sandbox Radio, Sandbox Radio. Hello, and welcome to Sandbox Radio! Sandbox Radio. Sue Squires, Sue Squires, Sue Squires, Sue Squires, Sue Squires, Sue Squires, Sue Squires.
My name is Duffington Arthur Twade. But this is not my story. It's the story of the most remarkable person I ever met. It was years ago, and sometimes it feels like a dream. I had just finished park ranger school and was hoping for an assignment in Yellowstone or Yosemite. But for certain reasons, that didn't happen, and I found myself on the ferry dock in Kingston, Washington. All I had was a piece of paper with the name Ranger S. Squires.
Hey, are you the tenderfoot rookie I'm supposed to be babysitting?
Hello, I'm Junior Ranger Duffington Arthur Twade. Everyone calls me Duff.
Well, Duff Twade, I'm Ranger Sue Squires.
Sue Squires!
But my friends call me Squirrely.
Damn, she was solid as a western red cedar. Her eyes had seen 1,000 sunsets. Her hair was as unstoppable as the tide, and her mouth was like a summer rainstorm. She was like the entire Olympic Peninsula rolled into a 5'4" spitfire of an outdoorsy woman. And the bonus? Wearing a uniform.
So, who did you piss off?
Excuse me?
Being sent to my neck of the woods is usually intended as punishment. So, what happened? Who did you piss off?
Deputy Director of Midwestern Wilderness Operations, Teresa McMuggles.
Ooh, old tight-ass Terry Mack. What did you do?
She walked in on me with her dad.
Oh, Duff Twade, I like you already. I would give anything to have seen the look on her face.
Not promising anything, but maybe there was a video. But why is it punishment to be sent to you, Squirrely?
Oh, I got a bit of a reputation as a maverick. My methods are a tad unorthodox, and peculiar things tend to happen when I'm around. But let's cut the bull and start rangering. Can you ride a horse?
I watched a YouTube video about it.
That should be enough.
And it was. I was born to equestrianate. In no time, the modern world was gone, and we were in the primeval woods of the Olympic National Forest. It was magical, dark, and green and smelling of trees and soil and 1,000 other things I won't mention here.
Okay, here's where we get off.
Here? But what's here? Where are we?
Dismount! From here we go on foot. Too much undergrowth for the horsies.
We're just gonna leave them?
They know the way home. And listen, you two, that barn is a disaster after the party you threw. I want all that cleaned up before I get back.
Oh, sure thing, boss.
Nathan, you told me you took care of the barn.
Hey, I thought you were doing.
Wait. Did those horses just talk?
Oh, Duff Twade, that is the least amazing thing you're going to see today.
Okay.
Follow me.
I had no choice. She moved fast. I had to keep my eyes on her rump so I wouldn't get lost.
We're gonna start with a fairly routine CBA report.
CBA?
Campers being assholes.
Deeper and deeper we crept, and deeper still. It was night, I think. Hard to tell. Sometimes the wilderness is like a Vegas casino. Very difficult to gauge what time it is.
That you, Grizz?
Hey, Sue.
It was too dark for me to see the newcomer, but I could smell his delicious cologne, like Old Spice mixed with desire.
Duff, this is Grizz, our informant.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Grizz.
Squirrely. When did you get a partner? You usually fly solo.
Just picked him up today, but I got a good feeling about this kid. He may look a little on the mild side, but I think he's got a wild streak in him.
And just then, suddenly, with no warning, alakazam! The clouds parted and revealed a full moon. And I saw just who Ranger Squires had been talking with. A big old scary bear. And by scary, I mean kinda sexy. And by sexy, I mean damn. But also like, damn, this animal could tear me in half with one swipe of his paw.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Thanks.
All right, Grizzers, what's the situation?
You see down there?
It was only when he said down there that I realized we were on a ridge. The very edge of a ledge.
Oh, yeah.
I looked down, way down. I saw lights, human technology, electricity, computer screens or television, also a huge mobile home. How the hell did they get that bloated monstrosity all the way down here?
Follow me, fellas.
We crept down, very quietly. As we got close, I saw the strangest litter at our feet. Tubes of lipstick, piles of false eyelashes, neon scrunchies, empty potato chip bags with flavors like mango tuna and ice water. And lots of delivery boxes. You know, those brown ones with the curved penis logo? And then I heard the music. It was like the sound of a woodchuck being fed into a wood chipper. A pop techno neo disco ska thing.
Scum of the earth.
Is it a meth lab?
Worse.
It's an influencer.
It was then that I noticed the tripods and cameras and ring lights and the solar panels on the mobile home.
Well, let's find this little attention whore and put the kibosh on this bullshittery.
There, in the clearing ahead, was a thin young woman with long blue hair and a sweater dress made of breakfast cereal, gyrating to the awful cacophony. My eyes were drawn helplessly to her lips. They were more than duck lips. It was like inner tubes lashed to her face. Looking at those lips was like staring into the abyss.
Looky, 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 what do we have here?
Excuse me, Grandma. I'm trying to shoot a little video.
Ranger Sue Squires marched right up and got in her face. Her tight-ass, Botoxed face.
No.
Cut! Back to one! Oh, Boomax, you clearly don't know who I am.
Let me guess, you're going to tell me.
I'm Classy Wonder Bunny 309. I have 48,000 followers, which is, coincidentally, also the population of San Luis Obispo.
Well, I'm Ranger Sue Squires. Sue Squires! Consider yourself canceled. This is my girl, Sparky. 50,000 volts of pure excitement. I should warn you, studies have shown that the jolt from a taser instantly undoes the effects of any and all Botox injections.
Well, you got me fair and square, Ranger Sue. Or do you prefer squirrely?
How the hell did she know your nickname?
Oh, crap.
Oh, in a blur of ropes and contraptions and hidden devices, everything changed in a flash. Ranger Squires was dangling upside down from a branch. And Grizz, the smoking hot bear, was at the bottom of a 15-foot pit.
Oh, bother.
And then the influencer pulled off her base. I mean, it was a rubber mask, but damn, it was dramatic. The face underneath was, well, kind of like if you had taken a Sharpie and drawn a face on a scrotum.
Of course, my old nemesis, Doctor in Danger.
Yes, 'tis I. Ha! You walked right into my trap, Susie Q. It was almost too easy.
You'll never get away with
But
it.
it looks like I'll already have. Ooh, I am gonna have some fun. I've been boning up on my taxidermy skills. I'm gonna take my time. Nice and slow. It will be positively excruciating.
I had to think of something and fast, or that villain was going to chop up Ranger Squirrely and Grizz. And I would die out here alone and cold, my sad corpse eaten by marmots. Huh. And then I smelled kettle corn.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up, take a chance, win a prize!
My mind had taken me back to the state fairs of my youth. But why? The rides, the animals, the cotton candy, the games. Yes, the games! This may be hard for you to believe, but I was a rather awkward adolescent. I did not have a lot of friends. So, I thought the key to popularity was to master the ring toss. Spoiler, it was not. But I retained the skill, the muscular memory. I had only moments. I leapt into action. I scooped up a handful of glitter that was on a nearby makeup table and threw it into Dr. In Danger's wicked eyes.
My eyes! My eyes! I'm blind!
I grabbed one of the ring lights and with precision and grace flung it up to the heavens. It landed perfectly around the neck of the evil doctor. I grabbed the cord and plugged it into Sue's taser. I had intended to just stun him, but I misjudged the physics. His whole head popped off and went flying into a grove of spruce. I quickly freed my friends from bondage.
Well done, pal.
I was right about you, kid. You're a keeper.
Beheading the villain. That's very metal.
It wasn't intentional, but at least it has stopped his dastardly deeds.
For now.
What?
Doctor in Danger has dozens of clones. When he dies, he just uploads his consciousness into the next.
This has been a really weird day.
Oh, Duff. We're only at the edge of the forest. It just gets weirder the deeper you go.
Weirder than this?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Whoa! Is that a dinosaur?
No, but it's not a dinosaur. Let's call it dino adjacent. Let's go!
And so began the greatest adventure of my life.
Nathan, if you had to choose between being a unicorn or a centaur, which would you be?
Oh, that's tough. Unicorns have a hard time going through airport security.
No, you got that right.
But a centaur, oh nay. Everyone would always be looking at my nipples, and that's just not me.
Yes, I would want to wear a bra or something.
That sort of defeats the whole purpose of being a centaur.
Oh, yes, true.
I'm glad we're horsies.
Oh, me too, darling. Now, please welcome Lavita, Lavata, Lavita, the Sirens of Swing!
Here's a shout out to Appreciate and the boys in the garage. I'm as happy as a king, feeling good and everything, just like a bird in the spring. I got a lady love, he's my sweetie, can't you guess? Wild about him, I confess. Does he love me? That's why I shout. Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Oh. Now everybody wants my baby,
But your baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to see.
la 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 da da. That's why everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't love nobody but me. Nobody but me. Oh, everybody, yes sir, love my baby, yes sir, but nobody knows her, knows how to love my baby like me. Everybody wants him, everybody taunts him, and that's okay, 'cause he don't see I'm just me. What I say? Does my baby love me? Yes, my baby loves me, though everybody loves him too. He's my baby true. Nobody but me, nobody but me. Everybody wants my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. That's plain to see. Wanna. My baby loves me. What alone? Why? Everybody loves my baby, but my baby don't want nobody but me. Nobody but me.
The Sirens of Swing! That was Dave Pascal on the bass and John Engerman on the piano.
Why we run. Consider the gazelle. Or more to the point, the gazelle's leg. A beautiful machine of strong bones, ropey muscles, persnickety nerves. From its sturdy hooves to its sexy haunches, it has spent millions of years doing nothing but evolving. Evolving a superhuman ability to outrun lions. No, that's not really right, is it? It doesn't need to outrun lions. It needs to outrun other gazelles. The herd has not been reading Karl Marx. The herd has been reading Shirley Jackson. It's the grazers, the cud chewers, the vegetarians. They're the real cutthroats, aren't they? As we flee our way through life, keeping as much distance as we can between us and, well, whatever the heck is back there. Even a glance over the shoulder seems reckless. On a good day, you can't even feel the hot breath on the back of your neck. Sure. The day will come when we are eaten by sheer attrition, or silly mistake, or just the inevitable tick of the clock. Eaten. It'll just be a day, an ordinary Wednesday, 3 days before Christmas, or Ted's birthday. Years later, your cousin will say, oh, you know, it was just after the 10th. That's when the government benefit checks come. You know what that means around here. Crazy town! From time to time, some fool, some hemp-wearing fool says, this is beyond ridiculous. No one is chasing. There is no monster. It is our own footsteps we hear. Come, let's you and me stop. We'll sit down at this convenient sidewalk cafe. We'll order champagne. The waiter will bring flowers for us to smell. We'll seize the day. We'll seize it in Latin, carping the diem. We'll seize it in Pig Latin, easing say the A day. Say what, friend? How about a rest? And you say, that sounds great, but, you first, buddy. Consider the gazelle. Her last moments, as she lies there being eaten. If she is a well-read gazelle, she might wonder, why should a pampered lapdog, an animal who has only ever chased its own tail, only ever hunted in his sleep, be the one privileged to an easy death? Held tight and crooned to, a tiny needle the only intrusion. Why do I have to endure this pain, this fear? Yes, it is the great circle of life, but it's not beautiful. It's not noble. It's anything but beautiful. It's awful. It's natural. Nikes, seriously? Nikes. Why? We can't outrun the bear. Oh, my friends, the bear? No.
The Tiger Who Would Be King by James Thurber. One morning, the tiger woke up in the jungle and told his mate that he was the king of beasts.
I am the king of beasts.
No, darling. feels the lion is king of beasts.
We need a change. The creatures are crying for a change.
The tigress listened, but she could hear no crying except that of her cubs.
I'll be king of beasts by the time the moon rises. Get these babies out of here. Get them out.
Go, 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 go.
Get them out.
Go, 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 go.
It will be an orange moon with black stripes in my honor.
Oh, yes, darling. Of course, of course.
Said the tigress, and she went to look after her young, one of whom, a male,
Very like his father, had got an imaginary thorn in his paw.
the tiger, prowled through the jungle until he came to the lion's den.
Come out,
he roared,
and greet the king of beasts. The king is dead. Long live the king.
Inside the den, the lioness woke her mate.
Honey, sweetie, the king is here to see you.
What king?
Well, he says he's the king of beasts.
I am the king of beasts.
I know.
He roared and charged out of the den to defend his crown against the pretender. It was a terrible fight, and it lasted until the setting of the sun. All the animals of the jungle joined in. Some taking the side of the tiger.
Tiger! Tiger!
And others the side of the lion. Every creature from the aardvark to the zebra took part in the struggle to overthrow the lion or to repulse the tiger.
And some did not know which they were fighting for.
Some fought for both.
And some fought whoever was nearest.
And some fought for the sake of fighting.
Psst! Hey, what are we fighting for?
The macaw asked the aardvark.
The old order.
Said the aardvark.
What are we dying for?
The hippo asked the zebra.
The new order.
Said the zebra. When the moon rose, fevered and gibbous, it shone upon a jungle in which nothing stirred. All the beasts were dead except the tiger, and his days were numbered and his time was ticking away.
I'm being treated horribly.
He was monarch of all he surveyed, but it didn't seem to mean anything. Moral: you can't very well be king of beasts if there aren't any beasts.
That's
James Thurber.
James Thurber. 19 what? 19 what?
1947.
1947. The open sky. The distant horizon, stretching out farther than the eye can see. It's a strange new world of peril, full of high-flying airships and fantastical beasts. But fortune and glory await a pilot bold enough to soar into the unknown. Someone like the Cloud Brigand and the Chromaton. This portion of Sandbox Radio is brought to you by
Admiral Theater in downtown Bremerton. Episode 1, The Ruby Reclamation. Twilight falls over a grand mansion deep within an ancient forest. Small, scrappy airship approaches, piloted by Hannah the Cloud Brigand and her trusty robot navigator, Bingham the Chromatog.
Approaching our destination, miss.
Can't see a blasted thing. Is there anywhere to land? Try your night vision, Bing.
Aye, aye, miss. Switching ocular units to nocturnal mode. Scanning.
Hailing the Rachimov. This is the Cloud Brigand base. Do you copy, Rachimov? Hello?
This is Ratchet Moth. What's up, Tatley?
Oh, hey, Hannah. Just checking in on you and Bingham. Did you, pick up the thing from the place yet?
Almost there. Bingham can find us a place to land.
Which I have. There appears to be a suitable field off to the left, but...
Great. Taking us down. Gotta go, Tatley.
Okay, cool. But the lady Corsair just wanted me to remind you that this is a really important job for the Drachma clan. So just be super duper careful.
Yeah, I'm always super duper careful. Over and out.
Okay, well, I can see you later, Roger Dodger. Over and outie.
As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, you might want to slow down. There are quite a lot of gopher holes and... Another adequate landing, miss. Just the thing to jiggle the rust loose from my bolts.
Yeah, all my teeth got pretty jiggled around too. Let's head over to the house.
Hannah and Bingham approach the Drachma mansion, which lies silent and abandoned.
Nice place. If it wasn't so dark and creepy. Looks like they scrambled out of here in a hurry. Any idea why?
The client declined to share that information.
Probably dodging debt collectors. So then they hire us Cloud Brigands to break into their own house because they're too lazy to come back for themselves. Typical. Let's head inside. That's odd. The front door is unlocked?
Careful, miss. There's broken glass on the floor.
The windows are all smashed. Guess they were some really pissed off debt collectors. But why wouldn't they just walk in the front door?
Could be something else was trying to get in, or already got in.
Let's just finish the job quick and scoot out of here. What kind of jewels are we looking for?
They mentioned a ruby. Direct quote, "My very precious ruby." We are to check the cupboard under the stairs.
Rubies, got it. They just keep them in a cupboard? That seems too easy. There aren't any traps.
The client declined to share that information.
Great. I'm gonna get a tranquilizer dart stuck in my neck. Always happens. Okay, here's the cupboard. Ready and... Oh, quick! What in the hovering heliotrope is that?
I believe it is a cat.
I know what a cat is, Bing. I mean, what's it doing in here? Where are the rubies?
Right here. She says her name is Ruby.
You can talk to cats?
Of course. All chromatons can. Feline is included in our stock catalog of languages, which includes tigers, sphinxes, and ocelots.
So handy if we ever need to chat up an ocelot. So, this is the treasure? A spoiled fur baby?
She says...
Oh, yeah, I got that one. Sorry. But that was rude of me. It's not your fault you got left behind. What's the matter? You want a snack or something?
She says we'd better hurry or we'll become the snack.
Snack for what?
Oh, shh!
What was that?
I see. Now, Ruby has enlightened me as to why the Drachma clan abandoned this mansion. They were engaged in some lighthearted sport hunting in the forest and had the misfortune of happening upon a large nest of...
Oh, don't tell me. Bugbears?
Why, yes, you're picking up cat quite well. You'll be a native speaker in no time.
It's not the meows, it's that stench. I'd know it anywhere. We don't stand a chance against bugbears. My wrist bows won't make a dent in their smelly old hides. Tuck that cat away somewhere safe, will you, Bing?
Certainly, miss. Now, Ruby, I know we just met, so this might seem a bit forward, but you'll be safer inside my chest. In you go. Now, miss, I suppose it might be a good time to flee.
We better split up. You sneak out the front and I'll lead them around the back. They'll chase after me since humans taste better than tin cans.
I beg your pardon. I happen to be made of premium grade chromatonium.
Just face it, Bing. I'll always be tastier than you and faster. Now go. Hey, uglies! Over here! Oh, okay. Made it out of the house. Quiet. Quiet. Here we go. Oops. Thank the stars. Made it to the airship. Just gotta open the hatch. Brass buckets, where did you come from? Oh, you stink. This is bad. Get off me, you brute.
Will the team complete their mission? Did Bingham escape the mansion unscathed? Is Hannah destined to become a bugbear snack? Stay tuned for the exciting conclusion of The Cloud Brigand and the Chromaton, the Ruby Reclamation.
Steady as she goes, Mr. Parker. Mind the tiller.
Aye, Captain Prince.
Secure the jib, Mr. Wayne.
Aye, aye, Captain.
The sea is calm, but thick with foam.
Foam usually means too much Mr. Bubble.
Sure. But what else, lads?
Lads? We're not all lads.
Nobody cares, Barbie. As if. Just thinking about your partially melted hard plastic Tetons makes me sick.
Oh, good one.
You're my crew. You're all my crew. You're all my lads. Mr. Barbie, what about the foam?
Captain, do you mean the beast?
Aye, the beast. The greatest foe, a raison d'etre.
Raisin dirt?
Raising dirt.
He said raisin dirt.
Read a book, Bruce.
Hey, don't call me Bruce. Mr. Wayne is bad enough. I'm Batman. When I'm in my cape and cowl, I'm Batman.
Okay, maybe read a book, Batman.
Come on, you guys. Play the game right. We are at sea in a lifeboat, and we're all sailors. We're all misters. And none of us are plastic action figures.
For your information, I'm a doll, and you're not even an action figure. You're a Spider-Man Pez dispenser.
Oh, shut up. Half your head's been shaved, and your nipples were drawn on with a magic marker.
I'm supposed to be Charlize Theron from Mad Max Fury Road.
And I'm Wonder Woman on the top and Ariel Fishtail on the bottom. It's only a matter of time until battle stations. We were left floating in this tub an hour ago. Either Daddy's gonna drain and scrub the tub, or Molly gets in to play with us.
Raisin dirt.
No matter what goes down, there will be turbulent waters ahead. Are you with me, lads?
Aye, aye, Captain.
It's time to get nakedy.
She's taking off her jammies.
And bringing the Millennium Falcon to the party!
With the Wookiee!
Steady as she goes!
Aye, Captain.
Daddy, I want to play real boats.
Don't forget to wash, kiddo.
Mr. Barbie, prepare to come about!
Hi, Captain!
Release the loofah!
Oh, we're taking on water! Mind the bilge pumps, men!
Men? Really?
Oh, just drop it,
For
Barbie.
Gotham's sake!
Oh, no.
Mayday!
Want to give your kids some real-life boating fun? Bring them down to the Center for Wooden Boats. See real seagoing ships. Teach the whole family how to sail. And learn the principles of being a good steward to the beautiful Puget Sound. The Center for Wooden Boats, preserving Seattle's beautiful nautical traditions since 1957.
Want to go see some real boats, Molly?
Can I bring my toys?
Bring Batman.
When you're touched by a bad man, you feel his finger on your soul. The thing about a bad man, it kinda makes you lose control. He made me feel so holy. He made me feel so grand. He made me feel so, I don't know, he was a bad man. Not a big man, and not a tough man. Sometimes I thought he wasn't quite enough man. But now I see the truth, the things he made me do. And if I can blame him, then nobody can. 'Cause when we burned that village, it seemed like something nobody planned. But now it's plain to see he put a spell on me. He was a bad, bad man. And I feel much better. Oh, I feel much better now. Well, it felt so good, but now I Understand, I was touched by a bad, 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 bad. It wasn't only me who did it. It was our mayor too, our lawyers and policemen, the whole production crew. He made us feel so holy, hey, made us feel so grand. It was a deadly game, but I just can't be blamed. He was a bad, bad man. Not a small man, but he had small hands. He liked to reassure me he was on land. Hey, and though I loved to kiss his ring, it wasn't just me who voted him in. And when we raped and pillaged, I hope you understand, it wasn't me who led the spree. It was a bad, bad man. I really miss that crazy high. God, I really loved it so. Like flying through a blackening sky. You really had to be there to know. But I feel much better. I feel much better now. You can trust me. Take my hand, I was touched by a bad, bad man, and I feel much better. I feel much better now. You can trust me, baby, take my hand, 'cause I was touched by bad, bad. Bad, 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 bad. Oh, thank you so much. You're too kind. Thank you so much. We're going to do one more for you before the act break. This is from our most recent album, Beauty Factory, which that one and our first one are right over there on the Sandbox merch table, should you be intrigued by that bit of information. This is a happy hour song, and it kind of is happy hour. So the bar's open is all I'm saying. Hello, bartender. It's been a long wait. Is it still happy hour? Or am I too late? I never drank whiskey. I never drank rye. Is there still time to learn with that light in the sky? Turn back, oh, the clock on the wall, and pour me some time before night falls, where the bottles are blue and the bar stools are high and the little lights twinkle, hung out, strung out like stars in the sky. So hello, bartender, won't you smile for me like I'm still 22 and pour me a drink like I matter to you. Listen, bartender, first you're a girl they call pretty or maybe call plain. Then you're the housewife who lives down the lane, keeping an eye out, oh, for the milk going sour. Never learned much about cocktail hour. Slow down, the clock going by, and pour me some wishes that warm me like kisses or sweet little lies. Oh, bartender, show me, love me. Just don't tell me I'm through. We could be anywhere where the bottles are blue. It's true, there's a place now where I ought to be, where the work's never through. They'll be waiting on me. But I never drank whiskey. Is there still time to learn with that moon in the sky? Oh, the bottles are blue. Yeah, the bottles are blue. Where the bottles are blue. Thank you. Have a fun intermission.
Angie Louise and the Love Market.
You're listening to Sandbox Radio Redux, recorded at Town Hall, Seattle on September 29th, 2024. Join us at our next live show, Be Prepared, at Town Hall, Seattle, coming up on May 4th, 2025. Tickets and information available at sandboxradio.org. In the meantime, you can find recordings of past shows everywhere you get your podcasts and on our YouTube channel. Now, back to the show. So, cats. Cats are trending. Have you noticed? But that's nothing new. The Egyptians worshipped cats. Hemingway loved cats. Our favorite pop stars are cat fanciers. Why, even beloved American writer Mark Twain had a special place in his heart for cats. He had quite a bit to say about them, in fact. Of all God's creatures, there is only one that cannot be made the slave of the lash. That one is the cat. If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve man. But it would deteriorate the cat. Everybody wants to be a cat, because a cat's the only cat knows where it's at. Everybody is picking up on that feline beat, 'cause everything else is obsolete. A square with a horn makes you wish you weren't born every time he plays. And a square in the act can set music back to the caveman days. Corny birds who tried to sing. Still a cat's the only cat that knows how to swing. Who wants to take a long hair gig and stuff like that, when everybody wants to be a cat. Still a cat's the only cat who knows how to swing. And as you always have a way from that, 'cause everybody wants to be a cat. If you want to turn me on, play your horn, don't spare the tone, and blow a little soul into the room. Let's take the tune to another key, modulate and wait for me. I'll play a few and then pretty soon the other cats will all commence congregating on the fence beneath the early's only light, where every moon is out of sight.
Lovers of Sandbox Radio know that we have always striven to bring the classics to life. Along with the contemporary voices that you've heard tonight, we've done Emma Lazarus, Khalil Gibran, T.S. Eliot, Robert Frost, Edgar Allan Poe. But we've had a lot of time. Over the last 4 years, I've been reading poetry. And there's one form that we haven't really covered. It's the epic poem, the hero's journey, described by John Campbell in his great book, The Power of Myth. Beowulf, Don Quixote, the Iliad, the Odyssey. And so in that spirit, I would like to offer you this great epic poem by Anonymous. There once was a young man from Sparta, a truly magnificent farter. On the strength of one bean, he'd fart God Save the Queen and Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata. He could vary, with proper persuasion, these farts to suit any occasion. He could fart like a flute, like a lark, like a lute, this highly fartistic Caucasian. He could whistle and warble and hum by constricting the hole in his bum and make animal sounds, fire artillery rounds with the force of a field cannon gun. He would toot a gavotte for a starter. Then he'd kill with a Christmas cantata. Once he boomed out his ass, box B minor mass, and in counterpoint, La Traviata. Egged on by a very high wager from an envious German named Bajer, he completed to fart the complete oboe part of the Haydn octet in B major. His repertoire ranged from classics to jazz. He achieved these effects with mere bubbles of gas. With a strong dose of salts, he could whistle a waltz or swing it in razzmatazz. This spectacular farter from Sparta performed at command by royal charter. There, he boomed from his rear the best scenes from King Lear and Gilbert and Sullivan's Mikado. He could play Holst's Mars and Uranus by expelling the air from his anus. But at the Copacabana, his Carmina Burana was considered a cantus profanus. His basso profundo, with timbre so rare, he rendered quite often with power to spare. But his great work of art, his fortissimo fart, he saved for the March Militaire. That's for you Schubert fans. He could imitate jets supersonic or play compositions symphonic. He played Handel's Messiah, reached top C and higher. Only after a mammoth colonic. One day, he was dared to perform the William Tell Overture Storm. But naught could dishearten our spirited Spartan, for his farts were in fabulous form. It went off in capital style, and he farted it through with a smile. Then, feeling quite jolly, he tried the finale, blowing double-stopped farts all the while. Now, this selection was tough, I admit, but it did not dismay him one bit. Then, with cheeks held aloft, he suddenly coughed and collapsed in a shower of shit. Our spectacular farter from Sparta, his bunghole was flown back to Sparta, where they buried the rest of our farter with a gravestone of turds inscribed with the words, "To the fine art of farting, a martyr."
And now, the thrilling conclusion of the Cloud Brigand and the Chromaton, the Ruby Reclamation. portion of Sandbox Radio is brought to you by Admiral Theater in downtown Bremerton. When we last left our heroes, Hana, the Cloud Brigand, was on the verge of becoming the next meal for bugbears infesting the Drachma Mansion.
Get off me, you brute!
Odious rivulets of foul saliva drip onto her sweaty brow as the bugbear opens its terrible jaws for the killing bite.
Try a tasty bit of tin can, you uncouth beast.
Bing, it's got your hand! You let go of him! Take that! Oh, your hand, it's all chewed up.
It's quite all right, miss. I don't feel pain, remember? But perhaps you might be so kind as to start the engine.
Roger that, partner.
Oh my, there's quite a lot of them. Did you know the average bugbear nest consists of as many as 4 generations? Fascinating.
Yeah, wow, so fascinating. Strap in and let's get out of here. What's with our balance? Did we snag something on takeoff?
I believe we've picked up an unsolicited passenger, miss, on our left wing.
No free rides today, pal. Initiating barrel roll. Hang on! Now check it loose. Is a little fuzzball safe? I hope you were worth all that excitement, kitty.
A short time later, back at the Cloud Brigand base.
Oh, hey, Hana. Hey, Bingham. You got the thing from the place.
Yeah, Tatley. We got the thing from the place. Now give me one good reason why I shouldn't wring your neck for sending us on that crazy pants job.
Whoa, that is a lot of tension you got there, Hana. It's totally not good for your chi.
You know what's not good for my chi? Being sent blind into a nest of bugbears. I almost got my face chomped off, and look what happened to Bingham's hand. What was that nonsense about jewelry?
Hey, man, it's not my fault you made assumptions. You know what they say about when you assume, right?
You can assume that I'm gonna kick your...
I was the one who assigned the job to you, Hana, so perhaps you should reconsider whose assumption you'd be kicking.
Lady Corsair, my apologies.
As you know, the Drachma clan is an important patron of the Cloud Brigands. They said they would give anything for their beloved Ruby to be saved. You and Bingham wouldn't have taken the job if I'd told you the full story, but I was sure you two could handle it.
Sure enough to risk our necks?
You dare question me, Hana! I raised you from an orphaned pup, put food in your mouth, taught you how to fly! I know everything about you, don't you ever forget it.
How could I? You always throw it in my face.
So, now, we shall return this pretty little beast to her grateful family, and they will owe us more favors than we can collect in a lifetime. And everyone wins just as I planned. Tatley? Ugh. Remove this creature. It's far too cute for its own good. And it's shedding all over my black velvet! Did you have something else to say, Hana?
Oh, do I ever?
Miss, this is not the time.
No, Lady Corsair?
Good. Now, you go pay a visit to the Chromaton Infirmary to get a replacement for Bingham's hand. You may expense it to me. and then return as soon as he gets fixed up. I already have another job for you two lined up.
I am much obliged, my lady.
Of course, Bingham. Cloud brigands always look after their own. Come, Tadley. Let us get Ruby back to her owners.
Oh, but she's kind of cute. Can't we keep her?
No, we can't keep her. You some fool.
Ow, dude. Oh.
Miss, are you all right?
Yeah. Sorry, Bing. I'm used to the Lady Corsair kicking sand at me. She's been doing it ever since I was a kid. But it sparks me up that you got hurt.
It's all part of the job, isn't it? I accepted the risks when I partnered up with you, and I don't regret it. And I'll have a new hand soon. No harm done.
And if the Lady Corsair is footing the bill, we are buying the swankiest model they got.
Later, at the nearby Chromaton Infirmary.
Oh, Bingham! What happened? You're usually so careful. Your hand, it's so masticated.
He saved me in a tussle with some bugbears. Can you fix him up, Dr. Garfield?
Of course. It's a simple limb replacement. Now, remind me what model you are.
I am the Pemberbot, model 142.
Might you be interested in an upgrade? We have all the latest styles available.
Well, I know it's a bit silly, but I'd rather keep my hand the same. I've been a Pemberbot through and through since my activation, and I'd like to stay that way.
It'll cost you. You've become quite the collectible, you know. They stopped manufacturing your kind some 50-odd years ago. I'll just give your hand a quick scan. Oh, that's strange. Your hand. It's not a Pemberbot hand.
But I've had it my whole existence. It's never been replaced.
No, this hand is a Corona 171, so it definitely wasn't part of your original body. You never noticed?
No, I never thought to check. Do I have any other replaced parts?
I'll do a full body scan. Yep. Looks like your left foot is from a different model. As well as your ocular units.
My eyes are wrong? How is this possible?
Oh, come now. It's hardly anything to be upset about. You chromatons. You get modded all the time. Let me go check our inventory for another hand.
That was weird, huh? Hey, what's the matter, partner?
I just don't understand. I always thought I was activated clean off the Pemberbot factory line, but now it turns out I was refurbished. What else don't I know about myself?
There's nothing to know, Bing. They're just parts. It's not you.
But my parts are me. Don't you see? I'm a chromaton. What am I if not my parts?
You're just you. Like me, I'm just a meat bag full of bones, but that's not what makes me Hana, right?
It's not the same for humans. For us chromatons, it's like... There's an old story about a famous ship, the ancient kind that sailed on water. Over time, the parts wore out, like the deck and the mast and the sails, so they got replaced. But if all its parts are new, can you still call it the same ship?
It's not like you had something major replaced, like a memory coil or something.
But if I can't remember losing anything, then how do I know?
Sorry, bad news. We don't have any Pemberbot hands in stock. Shall we fix you up with another Corona?
I suppose so.
Hang on, Dr. Garfield. Where could we find those special parts?
Well, your best bet is the Chromaton warehouses over in Cadmium Canyon. But that's nearly 4,000 clicks away. And the parts are so expensive, it wouldn't be worth it for
Thanks, Doc. Come on, Bing. We've got a long flight ahead of us.
But, miss, we can't go all the way to Cadmium Canyon. The Lady Corsair
She said to get back to base once we got you fixed up proper. And that's what I intend to do. You're a Pemberbot, aren't you? So let's get you some Pemberbot parts. Quit lollygagging. Let's hit the sky, partner.
Aye, aye, miss.
What adventures await in far-off Cadmium Canyon? Will Bingham discover the secret behind his missing parts and his missing memories? And what's that under the pilot's seat?
Bing, did you hear something? Ruby, what are you doing in here?
Oh, it seems our feline friend did not want to go home. She's a little miffed at being left to be eaten by bugbears.
Well, can't really argue with that. Welcome aboard, Ruby.
Ratchet Mom, did you copy? Hannah, you haven't, seen that cat around, have you? Hello?
Join us next time for the further adventures of the Cloud Brigand and the Chromaton in episode 2, The Phantom Limb. See you out there in the sky! That's by the wonderful Maggie Lee in the house. Maggie Lee in the house. And don't you want more episodes of the Cloud Brigand and Bam? Yeah, I do too. I also want more Sirens of Swing, ladies.
And we'd like to do another shout out to Greasy Eddie and the faculty of the School of Love.
Yes, where I graduated the PhD in the kissing.
Where I got an STD in PE.
Where I graduated magna cum loudly.
I like cake, make no mistake. But baby, if you insist, I'll cut out cake just for your sake. Baby,
Come on, knock me a kiss.
I like pie, I hope to die. Just get load of this. When you get high, don't go for pie. Baby, come on, knock me a kiss. When you press your sweet little lips to mine, then I understood. They taste like candy, brandy and wine, peaches, bananas, and everything fine. I love jam and no flim flam. Scratch that off my list. This ain't no jam, the jam can scram. Baby,
Come on, knock me a kiss.
Dwee-dee-yap-ba, zip-zap, dwee-dee-yap-ba, zippity-zabba-zoo. Dwee-dee-yap-ba, zip-zap, dwee-dee-yap-ba, zippity-zabba-doo. When you press your sweet little lips to mine, then I understood. They taste like candy, brandy and wine, peaches, bananas, and everything fine. I love jam, no flim flam. Scratch that off my
called for a substitute librarian?
Welcome. I didn't think anyone was coming.
Reading is super fundamental.
What an odd thing to say. This way, please.
Is your librarian out sick?
Oh, there was an incident. I'm sure your injuries will be minor.
Wait, what? My injuries?
And here we are. Enjoy.
You lost your librarian?
Actually, the last 7. Hey, have a great day.
You lost 7 librarians? How?
We don't talk about that. Bye-bye.
Is anyone here? Oh, this place is deserted. Hey!
Who are you?
Oh, I'm your substitute librarian. Do you want me to read you a book?
That sounds really weird.
We're in the library. Although the shelves are pretty empty. What happened?
Project 2025.
Okay, well, the good news is I did bring a couple of my favorite books with me. See? These are classics.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I read this one as a young lad. It's about a boy who burrows inside a giant peach and then goes on an adventure with a team of really big insects. Ow!
Good morning. That text has been banned for depictions of bestiality and cannibalism.
Cannibalism?
They dig into the peach. They eat the flesh of the peach. Have you even thought about the implications?
Wait.
And those friends of his are clearly all male, so I don't know what's up with that. I get a whiff of homosexuality mixed with interspecies breeding.
They're just working together, using their different skill sets to solve a problem.
That's DEI. That's critical race theory. You're making white people feel guilty for being human, not insects. I'll take that book.
Oh. Wait, that's my book. Who are you? Are you a parent?
Just a concerned citizen. Pleased to meet you. My name is Karen. And this is my cudgel.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Go ahead.
Well, you're going to hit me?
Very unlikely.
You're holding it over my head.
Oh, just resting my arm.
Okay. Well, here's a different book. It's called Captain Underpants. Ow!
Unwholesome depictions of the parent-child relationship, encouragement of defiance, fixation on bodily functions and fluids. I think you're a groomer.
Hey! What is that?
That is my cattle prod.
Ah! Stop it!
I'll stop when you stop, groomer.
Are you really allowed to just ban these books?
Now that my friends and I run the state government, we can restore sanity to education.
Excuse me, do you have any other books?
Oh, don't mind me. I'll just sit here and sip my Diet Coke.
Okay, well, okay, here's my go-to, surefire, non-controversial, totally beloved book for youngsters. It's called Hop on Pop.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Red, red, they call me Red. Red bed, I am in bed. Red, Ned, Ted, and Ed in bed.
You are pushing the homosexual agenda on our precious children.
It's teaching kids to read.
Oh, 4 men only get into bed for one reason.
Oh, my kneecap!
Which one of them is transgender? Is it Red? Is it head, or is it all of them? Which one of them is the furry? Where's the litter box, you despicable enabler?
Wait, hold on.
What are their pronouns? Tell me their pronouns.
Their pronouns are undefined. Ow! Please! Oh! Oh, not my fingers! Oh! I really need those.
Pronouns are given by God and are not subject to interpretation. Out! Out now, you corrupter of youth!
Oh, man. I'm librarian number 8, aren't I?
Yep.
Oh, no. Don't go, Mr. Substitute Librarian. No, don't.
If you value the future of reading in libraries, please support the ACLU in passing the Fight Book Bans Act. The ACLU, fighting for your rights and against censorship for over a century. Become a member and make a donation today at aclu.org. No books were harmed in the making of this announcement, but all of them were banned.
Wow. Sandbox Radio.
The place, Seattle, Washington. The year, 2050. 15 years ago, in the summer of 35, a local online retailer invents time travel for the sole purpose of being able to deliver packages to their customers before the customers even order it. The technology works, but the returns process is thrown into chaos when customers, instead of returning items they don't want, simply don't order them in the first place. This creates several tears in the space-time continuum, warping whole neighborhoods and creating our fair city's most famous landmark, the 520 Lendon Troll Bridge. Time travel is swiftly outlawed by the namby-pamby Anti-Innovation City Council, and you all know the rest. When time travel is outlawed, only outlaws travel through time. That's where I come in. I'm what they call a doc. When someone makes a temporal sidestep and screws something up, I make it all better. With my trusty quantum bop gun at my side and the help of my young apprentice, Miss Molly Mercer, we make sure the history of Seattle stays in line and on time. The past can be a rowdy place. And besides, we'd all hate it if things turned out differently. Wouldn't we?
It's time once again for Doc and Mercer's Mostly True History of Seattle. This week's episode, Trial of Destiny, by Elizabeth Heffron.
Oh. Who is it?
Doc, I know you're still in quarantine from last year's iguana flu, but it's an emergency.
Hey, Molly, where's your mask?
Nobody's masking anymore, Doc. I've been trying to tell you.
Nobody's masking?
And they've stopped doing sourdough and making cocktails. So turn off your oven and put down the shaker. We've got a huge post-flu time continuum problem.
Hey, what are you doing?
Looking for your unitard.
Oh, God, not the unitard. No. Not the unitard.
You need to cut through time like butter.
Yeah, but I...
Here, put it on, quick.
I haven't worn this thing in 4 years.
Start with the legs.
Okay.
Whoa, Doc, I think you've gained a little weight.
Oh, God, nonsense, Molly. I'm just a little rusty. There, see? Now, we're back in business. Now, what's the emergency?
It's our old nemesis, Slim Hyman, the anti-tax initiative rustler.
Slim Hyman? I thought the state sued him out of his misery in the early 20s.
Well, they did, but he made a major pivot. He souped up his famous office chair to quantum proportions, and he's riding the time continuum. Word is, he's just landed back in the 1890s in the Tenderloin.
You're not saying he's wallowing around in the lava beds?
Yep, below the deadline.
The red light district? He's on Skid Road?
The very same.
What's Hyman doing down there?
What any tax tightwad does, trying to wreak havoc on our stable tax base. Open your window, Doc.
My window? But what about the flu?
Here, I'll do it.
Kids driving you crazy? Try our calming Swedish cream.
Stop that restless leg with bozo drops.
Real Housewives of Mukilteo, Wednesdays at 8. Hot, hot, hot.
Get your lemonade.
Holy cow.
Get some lemonade.
Shut the window! Shut the window! Well, what the heck? What are all those high school kids doing out there with sandwich boards? They ought to be in school.
I'm trying to tell you. Slim Hyman's gone back in time to decimate our public education system.
No.
He's taking aim at one of Seattle's biggest educational benefactors.
Jeff Bezos?
Hardly.
Bill Gates?
No, Lou Graham.
Lou Graham? What? You don't mean the infamous and brilliant Bordello madam from the 1890s who helped put Seattle on the map?
The very same. When she died, her fortune funded the Seattle school system. Word is, Slim and his office chair gang are wheeling their way to old Seattle right now.
I think I know what they want to muck up. Molly, quick, arm the quantum bop gun.
When and where, Doc?
Seattle's old police court, February 21st, 1891.
You got it.
Notorious madam nailed outside her opulent house of ill repute.
Trial starts today. Court is packed with Seattle's finest.
Well, there you are, Jacob Firth. What a mess.
You could say that again, Yesler.
Well, where's the rest of the establishment?
Denny and Mercer are on the way. Who was the frickin' numbnut that arrested Lou Graham?
It was me, sir. I might have been that numbnut. I'm just a rookie cop.
You simpering cluck! Don't you know Lou Graham's sporting house is not a house of ill repute?
Well, it's not? But it's on the deadline?
Well, it is, but no. It's a place, it's a home for politicians and wealthy businessmen.
But also ladies of the night?
More city business gets done there than at City Hall.
Son, the fees and fines Lou Graham and her cohorts pay single-handedly keep Seattle afloat.
Whoa, I really blew it, huh?
Yes, you did.
There she is!
Who, Doc?
Madam Lou Graham. Yeah, that's her, arriving in that fancy carriage.
Check out the jewelry and that sealskin shawl.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's got a couple of her seamstresses in tow.
Hello, my friends. How are you on this fine day?
Just one kiss, Lou.
I've got knock knees. Can you fix them?
I'd stop to chat, but Sweet Sue and French Camille and I have some business to attend to inside the courthouse.
Like the powers that be, boys.
Oui,
oui.
Doc, the crowd's surging into the courtroom.
Aha! Well, quick, let's go grab some seats. Order in court! Order in the court!
Good news, Firth. I see many of our top business leaders in the jury box.
That's because we flooded the jury pool and kept the others out.
Excellent move.
Order!
Hey! Quiet down, you bunch of buzzards.
You tell him, JT!
Hey! The judge is trying to talk. Go ahead, Your Honor.
Here, thank you.
Who is that bull of a man, Doc?
That's JT Ronald, 6'3" and all mouth. He's Lou's defense attorney. Oh, they went all out on him. He's the prominent attorney in town.
Lou only comes up to his belt buckle.
All right. The Honorable Court for the Washington Territory is now in session. Prosecutor, call your first witness.
I call for that witless and unfortunate rookie officer who arrested Lou Graham, Devin C. Pitts.
That's enough.
Oh, gee.
Raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes?
Officer Pitts, explain to the jury what happened on Valentine's Day last.
Well, the chief had called for a roundup of all the prostitutes.
No. Seamstresses!
Ladies of the night?
Seamstresses!
Okay. Well, we were arresting all the women we saw on the streets below the deadline.
And did you see Miss Lou Graham standing on the street?
Yes, sir. She had just come out of her sporting house. Of course, I didn't realize it was the Lou Graham at the time.
Did you recognize her as a seamstress?
Oh, no, sir. I've never seen her before.
So, you had no idea what her occupation was. You just arrested her, willy-nilly.
We arrested all the women in the Tenderloin. It was a moral sweep.
Arrested for being a woman. Today's 16th century, huh?
All right, now, what type of business is Lou Graham's sporting house?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know?
I guess I assumed?
You guess. You assume.
Objection.
On what grounds does the defense object?
On the grounds that the prosecutor is making my case for me. This is going to be as easy as shooting a turkey behind the outhouse.
Objection sustained. Go ahead, counsel.
So, Officer Pitts, you don't know what type of business Miss Graham is running in her sporting house.
No, I don't.
It's fine dressmaking and billiards.
And if I were to tell you that your direct superior, Officer Minsk, testified that he was not aware that Lou's place was a house of ill fame, would you believe him?
I would now, sir.
Objection.
What is it now?
I have nothing for redirect, Your Honor. The prosecutor has the entire police department on record as not knowing who Lou Graham is or what her establishment does. They never saw nothing. They can't prove anything. That's my case.
So are both the prosecution and the defense resting?
We are, Your Honor.
Doc, look! It's Slim Hyman on that office chair he stole.
That's right, I always wondered what he did with that darn chair.
Attention! This is Slim Hyman, anti-tax hero from the 21st century.
What the heck is he riding in on?
What kind of chair is that?
By the authority vested in me by People's Initiative 69.
69?
And the preemptive prerogative of time travel, I declare Lou Graham guilty as charged.
You can't do that!
Hear me out. If this bordello proprietress gets off,
Let's all get her off.
I love you all, my friends.
if Lou Graham is exonerated, she will continue to contribute generously to Seattle's welfare.
Especially the school.
This will lead to a high-functioning electorate that will attract more PhDs and other assorted eggheads to our region, which will, in turn, make it a more desirable place to live, thus sending our future taxes through the roof.
Well, what are we supposed to do about that?
Convict Lou Graham!
All right, everybody just calm down. This building appears to be shaking with all this ruckus. Now, jurors, are you ready to deliberate?
Yes!
You may proceed.
Okay, great. Your Honor, we've come to a consensus.
What, already?
We find the defendant, Miss Lou Graham, not guilty.
That'd be a depravity of justice.
We're okay with depravity.
Hey, chair boy, why don't you wheel yourself down to 3rd and Washington and let me and the ladies school you in proper 19th century etiquette?
I don't know, Miss Graham.
Come on.
Well, I guess I got nothing going on back home since that attorney general took me to the cleaners.
Ladies, round up the Poindexter on wheels and roll him down to my sporting house.
Got it, of course.
Oh, this is highly unprofessional.
Court is adjourned.
Well, that just seemed to work itself out this time.
It sure did, Molly. I suppose the cause for public education in Seattle was saved for a little bit longer.
But probably not forever.
No, probably not.
That's why we've got to stay ever vigilant, huh, Doc?
That's right. Say, Molly, I got a hankering to squeeze out of this unitard and make us some sourdough pancakes. What do you say we blow this pop stand?
Quantum bop gun, armed and ready.
2050, here we come. Pandemics, global warming, and all.
It's really been swell. It's really been great just to be with you on our sandbox date. Oh, say it ain't true. Oh, say it ain't so. That this show is done and it's time to go. Well, that's the show.
That's it.
In today's show, the Sandbox radio players were
Ashley Bagwell,
Julie Rosenzweig,
Larry Paulson,
Mariana DeFazio,
David Gehrman,
Jason Moore,
Bob Williams,
Sunam Ellis.
Imogen Love,
Laura Kenny,
Marta Egan,
Maury Nelson,
I'm Richard Simon.
and I'm your host for Sandbox Radio, Leslie Law. So please give it up for our special guests, the Sirens of Swing. And the Love Market. And speaking of the Love Markets, in today's episode, they also doubled as the Sandbox Radio Orchestra. Chris Monroe on drums. Dave Pascal on the bass. Rob Whitmer on accordion and clarinet. And on the keys, the fabulous Angie Louise. Sandbox Radio Redux was written by Scott Augustson, Vincent Delaney, Elizabeth Heffron, Maggie Lee, James Thurber, Mark Twain, and Peggy Platt. We love you, Peg! We want to thank Town Hall, as always, for being our home. Special shout out to Adele, Shirley, and as always, our dear friend and champion tuning in from heaven, the beloved Ware Harmon! We miss you. Our stage managers were Susie Butler and Lizzie Burton. And the show was mixed by Evan Mosier and recorded by Mo Provencher. So, we're going to bring out some lyric cards. You know what to do. Now's the time in the show when we would love for you to sing along. Picked up the tune? Ready? Here we go. It's really been swell. It's really been great just to be with you on our sandbox stage. Oh, say it ain't true. Oh, say it ain't so. That the show is done and it's time to go. One more time. That the show is done and it's time to go. That the show is done and it's time to see you next time.
Sandbox Radio is produced and directed by Richard Ziman and Leslie Law. That's me. This episode featured writing by Scott Augustson, Vincent Delaney, Elizabeth Heffron, Maggie Lee, Peggy Platt, and James Thurber. Original music by Jose Gonzalez and Angie Louise. The Sirens of Swing are Karen K. Cody, Joanne Klein, and Jane Muirhead. Our stage managers were Susie Butler and Lizzie Burton. The show was live mixed by Evan Mosier and recorded by Mo Provencher. And this podcast was mixed by Dave Pascal. Support Sandbox through Patreon or make a tax-deductible donation at our website, sandboxradio.org. Subscribe on YouTube and wherever you find your podcasts, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest news and live show information. Thanks for listening.